Let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, Penn State. My name is Emily Bushman, and this is my sister, Maddie. I am honored and excited to be standing up here today. I am here to tell you the story of how Four Diamonds and THON came into my life and ultimately had a profound effect on my future. I attended Cumberland Valley High School, and it has one of the largest mini-thons in Pennsylvania. As soon as I began my journey with mini-thon, I knew I had found a home. During my senior year, I was chosen to be on the leadership team, which was a defining moment in my life. This was my passion. After high school, I continued to be involved with similar organizations at West Virginia University. College was flying by, and I was cherishing every moment. As my junior year ended, I returned home, ready to enjoy my first summer as a 21-year-old. I had an internship lined up, a family vacation I was looking forward to, concerts, parties, you name it, I was doing it. How quickly things changed though. It started with shoulder pain and progressed to a rash that eventually covered my legs. I had a high fever and a swollen lymph node in my neck. Within a week and a half, I think I went to every doctor in Mechanicsburg. On the night of May 16th, 2019, my fever spiked, chills and aches set in, and I was off to Penn State Hershey Medical Center emergency room. As we drove to the emergency room, all I could think was, this is going to be the beginning of my story. The doctors in the emergency room were baffled by the rash on my legs. They actually brought medical students in to see the rash because it was so unusual. Eventually, I was taken for a CT scan of my neck and chest. After waiting for a while, the doctor came in to tell us they had found a 6-millimeter mediastinum mass in my chest along with a few enlarged lymph nodes. This was the first time cancer was mentioned. I held it together well for someone who was just told they probably had cancer. However, when the doctor walked out of the room, it was as if every ounce of oxygen was taken away. The next day, the rash on my legs was diagnosed as Sweet syndrome, a very rare rash that can be caused by cancer in the body. I was discharged from the hospital, but had to return for a biopsy to pinpoint the type of cancer I had. After a few days, my dad received a call from the doctor, who told him they were almost 100% sure I had Hodgkin's lymphoma. But there was also a chance it could be leukemia. I didn't know this then, but after receiving that call, my dad sat in his car and cried for 20 minutes before he could bring himself to call my mom and tell her to come home. When they both arrived home, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was going on. They sat with me and explained what the doctor had told them. Hearing this news, you would think I would have a stronger reaction, but I just had a blank stare on my face. I was completely devastated. But I couldn't have asked for a better support system. My parents and sister were going through this with me, and I can never thank them enough for the support. So here's where Four Diamonds came in and how it seems to have come full circle in my life from giving to receiving. Before chemotherapy, young women are encouraged to freeze their eggs for fertility preservation. Chemotherapy is toxic and has the ability to make young women sterile. The process is not fun, and the worst part is it is expensive and not covered by insurance in most cases. I could tell my parents were worried about the cost and the financial burden this would put on them. Fortunately, we were aware of the Four Diamonds organization. My mom reached out and they were immediately there for us. They covered all of the costs from my fertility preservation and did so much more. They covered co-pays, prescriptions, and my wig. Anything you can think of, they helped with it. I have always been aware of the wonderful support they were to families battling cancer. but now I know the intimate relationships they foster. In 2019, our family chose to be part of the Penn State THON family, and we were paired with AO Pi and Phi Psi. They are an incredible group of young men and women who I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know. Their encouragement and support have meant the world to me, and I appreciate all of the hard work they have put into this inspiring fundraiser. While I should have been enjoying my senior year of college, I spent 7 months getting chemotherapy that caused bone pain, kidney stones, nausea, and exhaustion. I'm one of the lucky ones. I finished my treatment on December 10th, 2019. I am now 24 and have been in remission for 2 years. The loving care that my family has given from this organization has been extraordinary. As I said, my family has come full circle from raising money for THON to becoming a Four Diamonds family. So I want to thank all of you for what you are doing here today, for the tireless amount of work you are putting in all year long. You are making a difference. You are helping families in their darkest hour. Keep fighting, keep being the light, and good luck to all of the dancers out there. You can do it. FTK.